Great. Okay. I'm Georgia Nichols. I'm a study advisor at LSE Live, and there's a number of us here who do various things. So I wanted to show you a presentation. Let me just get it up. Okay. Are you able to see the presentation? Discover LSE Live, is that all fine? Okay, great. So we help with any questions that you might have about studying or improving your skills. So how we do that is in a number of ways. We've got online resources, workshops and events. We also offer one-to-one personalized sessions with a study advisor. So I'll run through those in a minute. But what we can actually help you with, there's a range. So the first area, we would look at things with an academic focus. So people may have concerns about how do they get through all their readings? How do they structure an essay? How might they make a compelling argument? So these we've got here, you'll see on the left in red. Anything you might have under any of these areas. Do you want to improve your writing, your reading, making notes, finding and referencing resources, thinking critically, communicating, conducting research, thinking by numbers, and learning independently? We also help you build skills with things outside of the classroom, perhaps your personal development. So these things might be like, how do I plan my time well? How can I meet new people? How can I connect with other students? And what does London have to offer? So in blue here, you'll see a number of these about being organized, understanding yourselves, being creative, being healthy, being social, making the most out of LSE and of London, and using technology. These things then combine into what you might call some bigger goals that you might have. So, doesn't want to do that. There we go. Next slide. Great. Ace your exams, create a great dissertation, discover a career that you enjoy, get the job that you want, make the world a better place, just a number of them, where you'd combine your academic skills and your personal skills. A lot of people might focus on what they want to do after they graduate. Some people are concerned about what are exams going to be like while they're at LSE, especially if they're doing in-person exams for the first time in a while. So this is our website, and the first way we can help is through our online resources. So if you go to lse.ac.uk/LSE Live, if you look here, we've got a section for LSE Live Moodle, and this is a very large online resource where we can help you address any and all of those things that I've just mentioned. So if you click through Moodle, you will find this page. No need to look at this in particular, but when you're familiar with Moodle and you search for LSE Live and enroll, it doesn't mean anything. You don't have to take any exams. There's nothing like that. It just gives you permission to get into the page. And on there, there's a whole host of files, slides, videos, screencasts, and so on that deal with any of these. So you can look for any of these headings, and under there, there'll be even more resources. So if we take just one of them, for example, how to improve your writing, there's a huge range. We could be looking at essay structure and organization, how to write essays at the LSE. It might be different from what you've done before, or a different type of system that you're used to. What's critical thinking? How to construct effective arguments, how to write your first university essay, how to do a literature review is a common one. But it also has other things like how to organize your own writing retreat. We also have a 22-minute video on how to email academics. So there should be a range of different things that could be of interest. Beyond this online resource, we also have events and workshops. So in terms of workshops, I wanted to just show you a selection that are coming up in the next weeks. This is our website again. You'll find them under events and workshops here. So this is a list of them. Some of them are in-person workshops. Some of them are also done online, and they're often repeated, so that if you can't make it on a particular day, you might be able to attend later that week, the following week. So we've got things here like conquer your reading list, or using your time wisely. Write essays that LSE markers want to read. You'll see here again that it's repeated a few days later, but they're also about things like mindfulness and stress reduction. In terms of other events, we've got some really brilliant other things. So we have the Life in London, which is where one of our study advisors organizes cool and interesting things to introduce you to the city, but also as a chance to meet other students and spend some time. So there's a list on the website, there's so many, but I think highlights were ice skating at Somerset House. They went to some performances of Shakespeare at the Globe. There's tours of London, Unseen Soho, that sort of thing. We also have a student academic mentor program where second and third year undergraduates are matched with other undergraduates within their department to help familiarize themselves and to act as a mentor. We also offer appointments walking and talking. If you don't want to be at LSE and on campus with us, we'll take a walk with you around Lincoln's Inn Fields and we can discuss anything there, which is a little bit similar to what I'm going to mention in a minute, but we also have some podcasts. So if you want to listen to podcasts while you're vacuuming, it will cover all these sorts of areas as well for academic or personal development. So what I was mentioning there before is these one-to-one tailored sessions. So these are 25-minute sessions with somebody like me, a study advisor, who can discuss anything and everything that you would like to ask. So we are similar to perhaps like a graduate teaching assistant, except that you can come to us and ask all of the questions that you might have been afraid to ask. It could be to do with your academic side, it could be to do with any of those personal development skills, and we can look at your personal situation and your work. So in person or online, you can screen share, so show us some of your work, but it also might just be something like, are you feeling lonely? Do you want to have a call with somebody to say, how could we think about you meeting other people or finding other ways of enjoying your time at LSE or within London itself? Those one-to-one sessions, they run all throughout the year. There's no limit to how many you can book. I think there may be a limit in terms of, I don't think it's more than one a day, or I have to check on that, but essentially it's largely limitless. And we also run throughout summer as well, so we can help with dissertations when the time comes for people who are doing them. It's also a great place just to come and study. So we're on the ground floor of the LSE library, so you can study by yourself, but equally you can study with friends. So people can talk here. It doesn't have to be absolutely a silent environment. So on our website, you can sign up to weekly updates, which gives you a weekly rundown of everything that's happening. It changes all the time and usually tracks how the term progresses. So what are typical concerns at that point? But I would say if anything is new here, then just make an appointment with a one-to-one advisor and we'll run you all through it. We can go over all of this again. So that's it. Please do book an appointment on Student Hub or visit us. Thanks very much.